Hi, Pleasant Valley Stars. I really hope you enjoyed reading Weather in Spring with Mrs. Pavarchi. What a good book about the weather. Can you believe the crazy weather that we're having lately? In the past week, we've had snow. JP, what other kind of weather have we had? We've had rain. We've had all kinds of crazy weather. So today, we're going to make a craft about my favorite kind of weather, and that is sunshine. Parents, the purpose of this craft is to really work on fine motor strength, visual motor integration, so using my eyes and my hands at the same time to do things like cutting and coloring, bilateral coordination, working at our visual midline. And we've got two different kinds of ways to do this craft. This is more simplistic for our younger learners, and then we also have a more complex version that we'll see later. So we're going to make a paper plate sunshine today. First thing you'll need are materials. Standard paper plate we've got markers, because what color is the sun, guys? Orange, yellow, red, whatever colors you want to use to decorate your sunshine. We might need some glue if we do the more complex kind, and things to decorate it with, like paper or tissue paper. We used beads before to decorate, and we can just use all kinds of things. So the first thing we're going to do, JP, your tail, the first thing we're going to do is put up our sun, and we need to decorate it. We need it to be red and orange. And for my younger learners, we want to be working on this tripod grasp pattern, and we can use this as an opportunity to work on pre-writing strokes. So we can do circular strokes to decorate our sun. We can use, lost my clip, line strokes to decorate our sun, and then maybe we want to make those crisscrossed. So really when we do things like this, we're working on directionality, we're working on pre-writing strokes. If I can make a line down for a craft, I can then generalize that line down for things like the letter L. Same thing with lines across. And when I do these intersecting lines, and I have these plus signs on my craft, I'm going to use that skill when I do things like make an X or make a T. So we've decorated our sun a little bit, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut. When we cut, some of my friends will be able to just cut out triangles and get our triangles around and make a nice sun, and they won't need any visual cue. But a lot of times, parents, our kiddos really benefit from having a black line as a point of reference for where to cut and where to line up their scissors. And it's really just as simple as that, going around the plate and lining up and making triangles as a visual cue for where your kiddo can cut. What's nice is you can do a really thick line for kids who have a hard time with the spatial orientation of that, or you can do something basic like this thin line, and that helps what we call activity grading. So you can grade it up, make it a little bit more difficult with a skinnier line or without a line, or you can grade it down and simplify it with a darkened, thicker line. So I'm ready to cut. Remember, we are thumbs up when we use our scissors. I put my scissors on, big hole on the bottom, 1, 2, 3 fingers, thumb on top, and thumbs up to hold my paper. And I'm just cutting on my visual boundary. And we're going to do that. As you'll notice I had to pull a little bit. Pulling is okay, and that's actually a really good opportunity for our kiddos to work on strength and force grading and their pincer grasp. So I keep cutting out my triangles around my paper plate. And so on and so forth, and we'll extend around the plate. When you're all done, it'll look something like this. And we can leave it like this, or we can use something fun to decorate it with. Like we can take some tissue paper and we can scrunch and pinch and get this nice tip pinch opportunity. Maybe we want to use some glue and apply those on. I think what I want to do today, actually, is I'm going to use my black marker. And guys, we're going to do a little bit of what we call representational drawing. So when we ask kids to draw pictures of things that look like something in their world. So we're going to draw something super simple. We're just going to put a smile face on this sunshine because smiley faces make me happy. So we do this because we are building spatial awareness of our bodies, and if I can draw it, then I can indicate that I have a good concept of where my own are and where yours are. So guys, where are your eyes? Right here. How many do we have? 2 of them. So I need 1 eye and 2 eye. Where's your nose? It's not at the top, it's not at the bottom, it's in the middle of your face. There's my triangle nose. Maybe I'll close it off. And then what about a smile? Yep, we're going to use a curved line to put a smile on the bottom. And believe it or not, parents, that those concepts of eyes in the top, nose in the middle, smile on the bottom, if we can do that, then when we go to make our letter strokes, line at the top, line in the middle, line at the bottom for letter E, it'll help with our placement and our orientation and our organization. So that is our phase 1 kind of craft for our spring weather book. Our second choice, or kind of the challenge round, you guys know that there's always a bonus round with Mrs. Grubb. Our second version would be to add some more detail and something more exciting. So all we've done here is add some extra rays off of the sun, and you can just do that with some yellow paper. And what's nice is this is a really great cutting activity, parents. So you just take a strip of yellow paper and we're going to draw a black line down the middle and a black line in the center. And remember, thumbs up, we can cut these out. And what I like about adding rays to our sun, oh, I went off my cutting line, but that's okay though. Like the happy painter, no mistakes, just happy accidents. So I've got my sun rays, my thumbs are up. I used my black lines. I like this because it adds folding. So we can fold them over and pinch. And working on lining things up and that visual attention to detail is something that's really hard for some of our learners. And then we've got the stapler. I love any opportunity for our kids to staple because it works on hand strength. And then we've got our paper plate here. We want to add a sun ray right here. Sometimes you might need to add some black dots so that our kiddos know where to staple to build that spatial awareness. Some of my friends have a tendency to, my tail's flapping, have a tendency to put all their sun rays at the top and leave all the space at the bottom. So giving that visual cue for spatial awareness can be really helpful. And then I can line up and pinch. And you'd be amazed, moms and dads, how strong some of your kiddos are, but some of them will also need some help with that stapler. Again, a really good pinch activity, a really good hand strengthening activity, and you can continue with your rays of sun all the way around. So I can't wait to see your sunshines. Go ahead if you want. You can take pictures of them and post them in the comments or post them on our Google Classroom. Mrs. Grubb would love to see all the sunshine that my friends are spreading. Thanks, guys. Bye.